Hello and welcome to Ramble On with Two Rambling Men. I am your host, Kevin Deerstein. Today we're not talking movies, we're talking about the ongoing issues with gun control in the United States. Once again, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, we're not going down that road again. Welcome everyone, this is the Ramble On. I am your host, Kevin, here with Two Rambling Men. I have a bevy of guests today, more than just Omar. Omar, you are here though.
I am.
All right, good. Omar's here. We also have programmer, co-creator, and guy, Marvin.
Present.
Marvin is present. And his lovely lady lass, Cassie. Cassie, hello.
Hello.
All right. Guys, how are we all doing today? It's a Saturday afternoon. I know we're here, but what are you going to do?
Let's go to work.
All right, so Cassie's sad. Omar, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Just gotta go to work.
You have to go to work, too. Oh, okay. Good. Seriously. It's Saturday. Let's all relax. Let's cut loose. Let's throw on our newsboy caps and have a beer and have a good time. Marv, how you doing, man?
No, I'm pretty good, dude. Pretty good.
All right, we'll edit out the second pretty good.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're hanging out. We're watching Jurassic World. First time for Cassie. Yeah! It's Jurassic World. So we're going to kick back. We're going to watch this. We're going to gab for a little bit. A few things have been coming out. Speaking of big blockbusters of the year, guys. Everybody saw Fury Road. Mad
No.
Max Fury Road. Okay. Nobody saw it.
Hang on.
I saw it with my dad.
Yes.
We all saw it together with my dad.
We all saw it together. Yeah. We went as a nice little quartet.
Mhm.
We all enjoyed it. It was nice to see George Miller back. He was back with a vengeance and Tom Hardy's beautiful face. Yeah, I said it. So a big project that Warner Brothers has picked up that they're really excited to do is the live-action version of the anime classic Akira. Rumor was that George Miller was going to take the directing chair. He came out recently and said, no dice. He's not taking the directing chair. Opinions? Thoughts? Marvin, let's start with you.
It's never gonna get made.
I hope it doesn't.
No, I'm kidding. ScarJo, right? She's in it.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, she's gonna be the main.
Uh,
Kira.
Akira.
Sorry, I got confused. Ghost in the Shell. Kira's never gonna get made. It's too expensive to make that movie.
Christopher Nolan's still kind of attached to it as a producer at first, and now they're trying to get him in the director chair. Do you feel like he already made Akira with Inception?
No, Toad from a movie called Paprika, but not Akira.
Paprika, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm fine with Akira not being made.
I don't want to get made either. This is a very good movie.
That's-
It's free on YouTube if you look for it.
It's free on YouTube. It's free a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Japanese classic. It's 1989 film. Holy crap, that movie's great.
Omar, what are your thoughts?
Have you seen Akira,
Please
Omar?
haven't seen it.
No, I try to stay away from Eastern culture and literature.
Okay. Once again, we're back to the racism. Thank you, Omar.
Sorry.
We're trying to branch away from that. Now we lead into our next discussion about white privilege in America. I'm just kidding. No, we're not. Being as the only white representative on the panel.
I got Orion.
And Orion.
Oh yeah, and Orion.
He's a white supremacist.
I mean, he's got the balls for it. Literally, he's got the balls for it. Snip those, man. Come on. So hyper. That's why he's puking so much. He's like, pop! Snip it
I
already!
think our audience should give us their opinions on whether Orion should be castrated or not. And I think that is.
Have we mentioned that Orion's a dog?
Oh yeah, he's not.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought it was...
No.
No. Orion is not Omar's young son. It is his dog. Just hashtag snip Orion or not. Then we can,
Hashtag keep the balls.
keep the balls,
Keep the balls.
keep the balls,
Keep the balls,
or
guys.
snip the dog. Snip the dog or keep the balls. That's what we'll go off of. Also, hashtag 2 Rambling Men. That's the number 2 Rambling Men. Go us.
Number 2.
Number 2, Rambling Men. Hey, so continuing on the Ramble On. Now, guys, we are recording on a MacBook. It's actually released yesterday. Yesterday being October a day. What was yesterday?
Tonight.
October 9th, in a limited release in Los Angeles and New York City, the Steve Jobs biopic.
Yes.
Written by Aaron Sorkin, directed by Danny Boyle, and starring my man, Michael Fassbender.
Ashton Kutcher.
I'm gonna get there, actually. Thank you. Already receiving critical acclaim. Everyone loves it, especially the 3 that I mentioned. But in a New York panel for the release of the movie, everyone was asking Michael Fassbender, how did you prepare for the role? In a good Irish sense of humor that the man has, he said that he watched the Ashton Kutcher biopic, Jobs, which everyone had a laugh at. And he's like, hey man,
He
got
was dead serious.
He was-
a great actor.
he was. He's like, that's my competition. I need to compete with Ashton Kutcher. So anyways, he had a laugh. Cassie, have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, Cassie.
Okay, Cassie's gone. And now, guys, we can talk about white privilege in America. I think it's about time. No, I'm kidding. But no, he did quip that I want to know who my competition is when playing these roles. If there's going to be multiple of them, he wants to know who did it better. Come on. Of course, Michael Fassbender is going to do it better.
Michael Fassbender, man.
He's a brilliant actor. He's a talented actor. Any role you plug that man into, just knocks
He
it out
hits
of the
it.
park. Yeah. Ashton Kutcher does not. It's one of
Well,
those.
he's had some good roles.
Name them.
He did a decent, okay job on
Butterfly Effect.
Thank you, Marvin. And that's it.
I will disagree. I think his best role is still Kelso from that 70s show and his douchey personality on Punk'd. Butterfly Effect is garbage.
See, you're not judging his acting skills though.
I am judging his acting skills.
Personality.
Oh, no. I said that his personality as the character Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd was better than his quote-unquote dramatic acting in the Butterfly Effect. The man is not a dramatic actor. The man's not an actor at all.
Whoa.
Yes, I said.
And
and this kind of...
You're going this?
Yeah, we're going.
Disrespect, huh?
We're going mean now, man. I'm getting vicious.
Are we still talking about jobs?
Yes, we're.
Oh, the Aaron Sorkin and Tim Cook. No, that's what you got.
That's it. Ashton Kutcher kind of falls into that thing where just because an actor looks like the person they're trying to portray, does not make them right for the role. Same thing with that Lifetime movie with Lindsay Lohan as Liz Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
She looked just like her. Lindsay Lohan can't act herself out of the box that's across the way. She's not a
Was
talented
that
actress.
script any good? I watched like the first 20 minutes of it and I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah, the script was bad.
But the acting made it worse.
Actors are capable of taking bad
Scripts.
dialogue, bad scripts, and making them halfway decent.
Examples.
And I
Examples.
was about to say, I needed some examples.
You need some good examples?
So like Save It Private Ryan,
No, that was a
Forrest Gump, right?
Forrest Gump.
I would kind of say Forrest Gump,
I'm just
actually.
kidding around and you take that back.
No, I
Forrest
don't.
Gump is one of the greatest movies of all time.
I think Forrest Gump is written just fine, but it's elevated by his performances.
What the?
I read the book that it's based on.
Yes, and
It's
the
a
book
lot
with the
different.
Yeah, of course.
It's a lot different. I know that.
Which
You know
they
what?
stole the plot for The Martian.
Actually, all right, we'll talk about that later. I'll throw Jurassic World in there. I think it's a poorly written script. I think it's an average movie that's elevated by its charismatic lead, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I agree.
I disagree.
Dialogue is awful in this movie.
There is no plot.
Dinosaurs World, that's the plot.
No, see, like, Jurassic Park had a plot. And then Jurassic 2 and 3 were just garbage. And Jurassic World's just playing off of that. Dinosaurs losing an island. That's not a plot, that's just a remake of Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah, it's not a original. It's not saying it's an original. It's the Jurassic in the first part.
No, it's just leeching off of the nostalgia of Jurassic Park.
Yeah. It was a blockbuster this year. Made over $1 billion.
Made over $1 billion. Yeah. Like I said, the script is mediocre at best.
The dialogue is...
The dialogue is not good. The acting, though, is good. The acting gets it over. And this isn't even like a Lifetime made-for-TV movie. Those you expect to be bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are times when you actually get some halfway decent performances. You get a lot of people that come up through the ranks, and then they make good movies. Days of Our Lives and the Lifetime movies. This is a major blockbuster. Now, they know they don't have to write anything good.
Yeah.
They could just make it for what it is. And they succeeded. People were going 4, 5, 6 times to go see it.
Well, what about part 2 and part 3? Because they thought the same way, and those failed horribly.
They did. That's why I threw in the nostalgia factor.
Now, but it's the same thing with the nostalgia on those.
Well, but it's
that's
like-
why people
Not
would
necessarily, because Lost World only came out a couple years later
Yeah.
after Jurassic Park, and then Jurassic
What
Park
was the last
3.
one before World? It was 3, right?
Jurassic Park 3.
When did that come out?
That one came out 2001.
Damn, you're
So
right,
you had
14
1990,
years.
you had 1993, you had 1996 or 7 for
So this counts
Lost
as a
World, and then 2001.
It is a remake.
So what, did they
So
remake?
this is, well, it's kind of like with Mad Max. Mad Max wasn't a remake, it wasn't a reboot, it was a sequel that they just made 30 years later. It's kind of the same thing, where this is a direct sequel to Jurassic Park. It was just made 22 years
I
later.
mean, just to think about it, in that time, they remade Spider-Man 3 times.
Twice.
No, 3 times, because they're going to make a new
Oh,
Spider-Man.
I guess they are remaking it. Yes, they are reintroducing him into
Avengers.
Marvel Cinematic Universe. So Batman was rebooted like 3 times.
Yeah.
Because you had the Tim Burton movies, which led into Val Kilmer Batman, which was then rebooted, not necessarily, but kind of, with George Clooney,
Yeah.
which was then rebooted to Christian Bale, and is now being rebooted to
By,
Ben Affleck.
No,
I gotta say, I just gotta give a shout out to my man Christian Bale. I think he's been the best Batman of all times.
well, I have to see Benny Affleck.
I have to see Ben Affleck in the full. I have to see what it brings next March. Till the day I die, till someone tops him, I'm always going to say Kevin Conroy.
Yes.
I think he's the best Batman.
But
If
he's
people-
the
if people
original.
don't know who Kevin Conroy
But
is,
he's the
can you please
original.
explain it?
Yeah, Kevin Conroy is the voice actor from Batman the Animated Series from the early 90s. He's done a lot of the animated movies and the video games. Basically, he's been Batman for 30 years.
The voice of Batman. For
The voice of Batman for 30 years. And that man just gets the duality of the character as Bruce Wayne and as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the man gets it. You know, some movies, George Clooney was a perfect Bruce Wayne. He was not a good Batman. Christian Bale,
It was an okay in both.
He evens
Not a
out
good
right in the
Bruce
mi- he evens out right in the middle for both of them. You never got the sense of the duality of Bruce Wayne with Christian Bale.
Morally written Bruce
I
Wayne.
think he was, yeah, especially in the second two.
Yeah.
In Batman Begins, he was well
Which is
written.
on Netflix right now.
It is,
I saw
yeah.
it yesterday.
Yeah, if anyone wants to check out Batman Begins, if you don't already have it on DVD, definitely check it out on Netflix. Obviously, it's worth a lot. Like I said, with Ashton Kutcher, sure, he looks exactly like Steve Jobs. You look at Steve Jobs' old pictures and old images, he looks a lot like Ashton Kutcher. But then how are you supposed to take everything so seriously when Ashton Kutcher's talking about techno stuff with his silly Kelso voice? Come on, guys!
I feel like I'm
Come on! Yeah, you feel like you're on Punk'd. I'm gonna get Omar so bad. I'm gonna be Steve Jobs, guys.
I'm gonna make him watch this movie.
I'm gonna make him watch this movie.
Waste 2 hours of his time, and at the end, I'm gonna show up. You've been punked.
What
You've
if
been
what
punked,
if that movie
Omar.
at the very end was like, you've been punked? That would've been bad.
I must say, even it's
Did you see the surprise ending?
it's a 2-hour promo for Aaron Sorkin's movie. It's like, and you've been punked. Go see Michael Fassbender do it better in 2 years. Oh man, there are some actors that just aren't it. And speaking of actors that just aren't it, let's talk about a whole movie we kind of talked about in the last podcast. And this movie, for me, kind of killed the series. If it wasn't already killed before, it was Terminator Genesis. And
Are we still talking about this?
the reason I wanted to bring it up is because it came out this week that one of the producers on the film announced that they are readjusting their scope and they're trying to establish a new direction for the series. Because even though it made decent money, especially overseas, it didn't make $100 million here in the United States, which a lot of studios look towards the domestic figures to know if they can move on with a sequel.
Yeah.
That's why it's taken so long for Pacific Rim to really get going, is because it didn't make enough money here in the United
Pacific
States.
Rim was a masterpiece, I think.
I thought it was awesome.
It takes a lot of guts to go in a new direction, especially since films are just remakes of books or just remakes of like classical stories.
It's hard to do original work anymore.
It is exactly right, yeah. And I think he tried something. Guillermo del Toro tried something bold, and I think he should get a remake.
I think he's still working on it. He said that it's just getting pushed back, but he's still working on it. He's been working on Crimson Peak here for a while. That's getting released next week. That'll be on our What's Coming Up. But yeah, Guillermo del Toro, I mean, he's willing to take the risk to try something new.
Exactly.
I just think that the series, it was a popular series, it's a $1 billion series after the second one. It really should have stopped after the second one.
I think the problem is that Arnold needs to let it go, man. It's like,
Arnold and Sylvester Stallone both need to let it go.
well, Sylvester Stallone still looks old, at least in Rocky, in the reboot, the Reagan Apollo. I can kind of see that, but Arnold doesn't look like the time-killing machine he did in the 80s. You know? I mean, it's just, I can't take him seriously.
Well, he doesn't. Yes, in Creed, Sylvester Stallone understands his role. Where basically he's playing the Burgess Meredith part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Mickey.
He's Mickey.
There's a fourth Expendables coming out. He doesn't fully get it. He still wants to be that action star that he's well past his prime for.
You know
He's
what?
30 years
I
past his
like to
prime.
disagree because those movies are making money. That's why they're so hardcore now.
They are.
And
so
the
it
problem,
is. It is.
there's a bigger problem than that, guys. The problem is we have no good action stars that are. We don't have any Sylvester Stallones. We don't have any Arnolds. We don't have any big action stars that are our age now. There's just none of them.
No, I get what you're saying.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
For a while, he was the only one making
He was
those.
the only one.
Yeah, but I
See,
mean, there's none of that role. You know, like there's no Rambo's kind of guy. You know.
Yeah.
To a smaller extent, I'd say kind of Chris Pratt.
No.
Not really.
Come on.
Just because he
No.
did Jurassic Park.
Well, no, I mean he
And-
did Guardians, doing Jurassic World.
Yeah.
No, but he means like
Like real action.
But
movies,
no,
like-
I know what you're saying. I think because of the way that everyone's pushing this whole realistic drama in their hero action films, he's like, you can't have that camp factor of a Jean-Claude Van Damme or a Dolph Lundgren.
Exactly.
You know, everybody that does those kinds of movies are in the Expendables movies. They don't make those movies anymore because they don't make the same kind of money. Because if you're getting into a camp
I
fest,
disagree. I think if we had somebody that would make those kind of movies now, people would go watch them.
But we kind of did with the Bourne series.
yeah,
Well, come on. It's,
I mean, he wasn't a buff ass dude.
He wasn't a
Just
buff-ass
the thing
dude.
is, people.
and people like that. It's America.
Because have you
People
ever
like
seen
buff-ass
movies and you're like,
people.
oh, that's such an 80 movie. The guy with the machine gun doesn't run out of bullets.
But I think people are you know, the younger generations coming out that they haven't seen these 80s movies.
See, you're saying like complete.
Yeah, exactly. You
Cycles?
There's
You're
a
saying they have
clean
cycles?
slate. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There's a clean slate now.
that should be something that they do because.
So we're announcing now the first action movie starring Kevin.
Kevin, start going to the gym.
all
Pumping
right,
them steroids.
No.
all right, everyone.
Now let's start confusing him with Chris.
Hey guys,
Chris Pratt.
yeah.
all right. Hashtag Kevin needs HGH.
Hashtag Kevin's needs steroids.
Kevin needs steroids. Hey guys, if you can support the
Hashtag
podcast,
poor man's Chris Pratt.
poor man's Chris Pratt. If you can help me out and mail steroids, my address is San Antonio. Okay, I want to just throw something out there because Marv, you kind of talking about like the Bourne Identity and the Bourne series. The Mission Impossible movies kind of do that, where they're fun action movies.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like people are looking more now that we have this disposal to people's opinions about movies. A lot of people are going to Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes to see what the critics are saying about these movies. That's why when you get a Jason Statham movie like Crank is a dumb, fun action movie. The
Dumb
Transporter movies are dumb, fun action movies.
I like
That John Wick was well received.
Oh, John
But-
Wick was badass.
You get a lot of these action movies starring Jason Statham and guys like that. It's not exceeding 30%, 40%, 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. People are like, well, do I really want to spend my money on a movie? Not everyone has that, you know what, I just want something fun.
Well-
So they won't go. And Marv, you and I have talked about this on countless occasions where, and this is something that I've attributed to for a while, and now it's kind of like whatever. Because like we were talking about with Fantastic Four last week, I saw Fantastic Four. It wasn't as bad as Rotten Tomatoes had it at like 13%. And I'm looking at it and I was like, that's at least a 50% Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yeah.
Not terrible, about mixed. They made it seem like it was the worst movie of all time.
Well,
you
that's
know?
the thing. That's the thing. People that like stuff usually don't go and vote. But if you hate something, you will go vote against it.
My question to you is, would you say it's the worst superhero movie?
No.
Or would it go below that?
I would put Catwoman below that.
No, the Green Hornet. Oh my God. Green Lantern. That was
Green
garbage.
Hornet? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Green Hornet was Seth Rogen.
So
I'd
you're
put
saying-
right in the middle.
Green Lantern.
I don't know. No, I wouldn't put Green
So what were your
Hornet.
reasons for liking it? Was it entertaining, good story, graphics?
Did I not go into enough detail on that? I think we got sidetracked last week when I was talking about Fantastic Four. We were talking about Jupiter Ascending and Terminator.
Yeah, we...
With Fantastic Four, what I enjoyed about it was I like Michael B. Jordan, I like Miles Teller as actors. They seem to enjoy themselves. I also went into it with no expectations because everyone had been poo-pooing on it so hard. I had no expectations for it, so I just went in and I was just like, whatever, let's just watch it. This isn't that bad. The CGI
So is it one of those where we were talking earlier where the actors make the script better?
a little bit, yeah. You could see where Josh Trank was going.
Yeah.
Before he started fighting with the studio. Josh Trank had a vision that the studio didn't want. So yeah, I think there
Yeah,
were...
but he switched it up on them
He
halfway
did.
through filming. That's why they got mad.
He did, yeah. And there were aspects of it that were good that elevated above a perceived terrible movie that everyone thought it was. It was adequately average. And that's all I can say about it. It's going to be forgotten, sure. They're probably going to reboot it. It's not in the realm of Nolan or Burton Batman movies. It's not up there with the X-Men movies. You know, it's better than X-Men Last Stand and Wolverine. Not the Wolverine, Origins Wolverine.
I think the key
Okay,
there. The key there was
The Wolverine was good.
Very good.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, that was a poor shit show.
I could see the CGI and flaws in that.
Yes.
But anyway,
Hugh Jackman
Yes,
loves that character and he goes hard every time, but everything around it was just so poor.
it was just a poorly. I'm probably me.
That one's probably a lot of studio interference with a director that they could push around. Compare it to a lot of the X-Men 1 and 2, Days of Future Past, First Class, where you have Matthew
Or
Vaughn and
Wolverine.
Bryan Singer and the Wolverine, where you have directors
Yeah, I
that
don't like Bryan Singer's X-Men.
you don't.
No, that's why when...
Well, that's. I mean, the point that I'm making with that though is that these are directors that they're not going to get pushed around by studios and say we got to do this. It's like, listen, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Chris Nolan, he knows what he's doing. Warner Brothers doesn't interfere at all.
So here, let me get back to a point you mentioned that I think it's important to mention in Two Ramblers and Omar. You were saying it was average, and that's the thing. People don't want to go see an average movie. I
They
don't
don't.
want to spend $8 to see an average
$8,
movie.
man. I'd love to spend $8 on a movie.
Well, no, just for entrance, you know.
No,
And comparing that to Mexico, where movies are maybe $3-4 for an entrance.
Yeah.
I can go watch a movie and sucked. I was like, yeah, it was alright, but at least I could have not have bought the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I think really hits a lot of people. It's just movies entrances in the U.S.
It
are
is.
so expensive.
It is. It's pricey.
It's overpriced. It's like the healthcare system. It's just overcharged.
All right, so back to
Sorry.
back to gun control and whites.
No, I just think movie theaters in the U.S. are severely overcharged for the service they provide.
They are. I think that factors into studios trying to. The
Milk.
studios themselves, yeah, they're trying to make their buck back as much as possible.
So what happened? I remember when I first came here, movies used to be $5. You know, you didn't used to be just a movie a month kind of.
I think it was. Yeah, I'm about to say anymore. It seems like it's a movie a month, maybe two if you're feeling peckish.
Why
Honestly,
has this price increase been so dramatic?
I can't.
Obviously, corn's not more expensive to make popcorn. You know, it's like why is it $10 for a fucking
Yeah, but that's
popcorn?
not the...
That's the theater itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the theater itself.
Yeah, and everything else is inflated, man. I just don't understand why we have these inflated prices. I feel like if I can just buy the DVD, I'll just wait till I buy it.
Honestly, though, a lot of it comes down to the relationship between these movie studios and the movie theater companies themselves, trying to release and, being able to fit certain movies in their theaters for a specific amount of time. It's a lot of back and forth between that. And then you have to consider theaters that have IMAX capability, 3D capability. It's factoring all those things and trying to make sure that they fit and they are eligible to hold that movie for a certain amount of time. How much does it benefit the theater from the studio? That back and forth relationship. And I think that's where a lot of these price hikes have come. Every year you hear about how the studio is not making as much money as they made the year before. People aren't going to the theater as often. That has to do with it.
Well, I mean, when Sony's highest grossing movie is Paul
Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah, exactly.
You
have some-
leave Paul Blart out of this crap.
Marvin,
Well,
stop
I mean,
defending
they have
James.
Spectre coming out, and that's
So
going to
good.
be $1 billion.
Spectre, yeah.
But so far, it's Paul Blart.
Is it really Paul Blart?
Yeah, it really
Paul-
is. I looked it up.
Paul Blart's their highest
Crossing
grossing movie right now.
So how can you
Yeah,
expect to
really.
make money if you put out that quality movies?
Because they did make money on like movies. That's the thing. That's why we were
They
talking
made-
about they stopped making
That's why they make
Ramble
Father
movies
Berries,
because
everything.
after a while they weren't getting the bang for
I
the
think
buck.
Rambo made more
They
than
were.
he did.
No, I'm saying they stopped making them because Paul Blart.
There was
you
a
don't
lot-
have to spend
when
that
you-
much money.
And when you make so many sequels,
You run
back
out of
to
ideas.
something like Terminator and
Exactly.
Die Hard.
Did he say that part what?
Die Hard, Terminator, a lot of these movies, they take into Taken.
Taken.
Seriously.
Well, that's when I was
Taken, I was like, he didn't
oh,
even get taken. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it wasn't taken, it was gotten. It was like, get him.
It should have been a minority. Now he's a minority. Now
Yeah,
he's chased by the
seriously.
cops.
Yeah.
But with movies like that, it's just like, get just enough interest, they made just enough money. There's a new Paranormal Activity movie coming out in 2 weeks. When did that happen?
Well,
Well,
on their
that's right.
defense, that was an independent movie that they made on a really, really low budget. And the first Paranormal Activity was original, great idea.
Was it original, though?
Well, the
A
type
bad
of,
idea, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a bad idea. It was executed poorly.
It was an original idea,
It was an originally poorly executed idea
What
that
do
made
you
a lot of money.
Poorly executed.
Well, I mean,
Why was it poorly
because it
executed?
was
Because
handheld
dude, it's 80
I got
minutes. No, that's not the problem.
Yeah.
Blair Witch started that.
Yeah. It's a style of movie.
It's the style right now. You have an
Actually, it's
80.
a new genre. It's called a handheld.
Yeah, it is. It's an 85-minute movie. You get nothing going on until minute 80.
It's suspense. It's a scary story.
It's like the original Jaws. You
But
never
it's-
see the
and
shark.
that's why I don't think I'm gonna like Crimson Peak.
Why? Because it's
He's gonna show
throughout.
all the monsters right there. None of the suspense.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like
if you don't see
monster.
the monsters,
Yeah,
you're
and
more
that's
scared.
why that Paranormal Activity. So if you watch it,
You
that's
don't know what's
suspense
going
at the
on.
very end. It's not even. It's the girl acting it. It's so good.
It's not good though.
It is.
Well,
the
no,
girl person.
Paranormal Activity 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, yeah,
6,
I'm talking about the
suck.
original, the first
I
one.
would say the third one's better than the first
Third
two.
Which one's the third one?
The third one's the prequel, where they go back and they're little kids.
Because they use the same exact. On the
Yeah.
third one, the second one they try to change a little bit. The third one they use the exact same
Well,
type
I
of story
feel
as
like
the first one.
well,
You
no,
know,
I think
slow,
in the-
slow, and at the very.
I think in the third one they amped up the
yeah.
horror a little bit more than the first two. The first one was like, all right, door moved a little bit, all right, cool. Blanket flurrowed a little bit, all right. The chandelier shook, little things like that. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's little things like that aren't suspenseful, and it's not scary when it's jump scares aren't scary.
To you, then I guess not. But to
Jump scares
so
are
much people
startling.
who went to go see that movie.
I was pissing my pants.
Yeah.
Now that I mention that, just in the movie discussion, since we're talking about this already, it's a Blumhouse production. Blumhouse is the one that releases all those movies: Insidious, Paranormal Activity,
And I
Devil Inside, whatever.
before you get into that, I just gotta give them out for trying to put out good scary movies. Because when was the last time any big studio tried?
But it's not a big studio.
No, you're saying.
Well, I'm saying when was the last time a big studio tried?
Miramax was famous for trying to do that.
Miramax was big for like the Scream movies, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. They were trying to keep the slasher film going for the longest time. Nobody does the slasher film. I think The Ring was a big hit. The original Ring, not the sequel. I think in recent years you're getting a lot more, but they're not from major studios. They're international. You know, this year it was It Follows. Everyone loved It Follows. Last year was The Babadook. There are international horror movies that are exceptional. And so then,
Was it Follows International?
It Follows was domestic.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, The Babadook was from Australia. And then you get,
That's a woman director.
It
That
was, yeah.
So awesome. Yeah.
yeah, Goodnight Mommy, I think, is from Europe.
Yes.
A lot of these big horror movies are coming from overseas.
They do repetitive stuff. They try to do stuff.
They try to do original
stuff.
They try to do it.
Why are we stuck here in unoriginal ideas? You know, why are we just making Iron Man movies? You know,
Money.
Money, man. Like Marvin hollered almost the entire episode last week from his computer back there. The studios want money. It's all about the money,
It's
man.
a business.
It is a business.
So do you
I
think
love,
they made Citizen Kane for the money?
No, that was
No,
a passion
that's
project.
back
a
then.
passion project.
Yeah, that's back then when it was art. But that's back in the 1940s.
Why can't we have that again? Why?
We
do.
do.
They're called independent.
Yeah, they're independent
That's
films.
literally.
Yeah, they're lucky to get $2 million, and they make quality films.
It's like Birdman.
Birdman was made for like 10 or 20 million.
Yeah, we lose the director.
I'll say Iñárritu got a lot of money for that one,
Yeah,
like he did for The Revenant.
10, I think 11 million. That was just a salary.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Really?
No.
No, I thought Michael Keaton was like.
No, I'm gonna say they all take scale for that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
because it's the who they're working with.
It was kind of like painting game. All the actors took scale. They didn't take their bloated paychecks because that was a fun project that they all wanted to work. Michael Bay made a movie for like $30 or $40 million, and that's how he hooked Mark Wahlberg into the new Transformers trilogy.
How
Are they making 4 more
they are
Transformers there?
They're making.
I just read that the other day. I was like, oh my
They're
god.
They're
rebooting their. Well, anyway,
They're making a
that's-
fifth one. Yeah.
Scale is good sometimes, and it'll pay out. Like Robert Downey Jr. took scale on Iron Man, 5%, I think, and he ended up making like 50.
I'm gonna take this a little bit, but I want this much of the earnings, and that movie, the first one made like $800 million worldwide.
The
Came
first
out
one's
like
really good.
gangbusters. Yeah,
If I
first
give
one's
1% of
fantastic.
800 million, I'd be set for life.
Yeah, seriously. But anyway, so with the talking about the Paranormal Activity movies, which by the way, the new one's gonna be in 3D. Whoopee. That'll be a
And
new
then-
scare tactic.
Now they're showing, like back then you could barely see each other.
Yeah, now they're like,
Now it's all,
it's all in your
yeah,
face.
it's all
You
like-
lose the scary.
My Kevin would love this film.
You son of a bitch. But no, speaking of Blumhouse Productions, I wrote a review on The Visit, the M. Night Shyamalan
Showing all the dingo.
quote-unquote horror movie.
It is a horror movie. Is it more of a thriller? Will that fall into a thriller? That's what I was thinking about. Because
It's-
I read the plot. I'm
It's
like,
more of a bad movie. I guess you could call it a thriller. It's not a horror
yeah, it's
film.
not a horror film.
It's a slasher thriller kind of movie. And yeah, if you've read the plot, then you kind of know what's going on. But with that movie,
See, and
a couple-
I like M. Night Shyamalan because he's the guy who puts original stuff.
he
out
puts
there.
original content, but then it gets shat on by not only the critics, but by the audiences themselves.
His own fans.
He
His
fucked
own
up.
fans,
Fucked
yeah.
up The Last Airbender. That was a potentially good trilogy.
That was
right
gonna,
there.
yeah, that
They
was.
could have made a lot of money.
And
They could've made a lot of money.
fucked it
Yeah,
up.
it did. He took the Last Airbender, and that was going to be his big return. If you think about it, he started as high as you could start. And
We had this conversation before. The reason his movies suck is because this first film,
Hit it off the park.
Up there.
dude, come on, people still
That
talk
guy
about it
started
to
his
this day.
career with a grand slam. He walked up to the box, and they said, "No big deal." First pitch, cranked it out of Fenway,
Yeah,
man.
so
You
the
know,
place he goes down from there.
But that's when
It is.
Bruce Willis was actually a good actor, and he gave it.
I don't know. He's had some good roles.
Yeah.
He was good in Moonrise Kingdom. He was
He's
good in
a dick.
Looper.
He is
Oh, he's a
good,
dick. Yeah.
That's why Sylvester Stallone kicked him out of The Expendables.
That's why Kevin Smith.
Oh,
you know,
Kevin Smith
could-
is guts.
Oh, yeah.
he hates, but he won't face up with him. He'll just he'll go on his little
Yeah,
comedy
it's
tours or whatever, bitch on his podcast. Hey, Kevin Smith, come to our podcast, please.
Invited guest of honor.
Yeah, please. Yeah, get these straws out of here. You and I can have the Kevins will talk. I love you guys.
Jay.
So with M. Night Shyamalan, he started so high, and then he did Unbreakable, which everyone liked, which not a lot of people saw.
I love
But the
Unbreakable.
people that saw it, yeah, it's really good. Another really good
That was
Bruce
bad.
Willis performance. Samuel L. Jackson showing that he's a bad motherfucker. And then it kept going down though. Then he goes down and he does Signs, which
I
everyone
like
liked.
Signs.
Which everyone liked at the time. I loved that movie when it first came out.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But that was a good movie because it didn't show the bad guys.
Yeah,
They
It
were
didn't show the
that's
bad-
what Kevin said. It sucked.
That's why I said it sucked. Upon repeat viewings, it really suffers. Obviously, you can't bring logic into movies like that, especially when it deals with aliens. At the same time, when your weakness is water on a planet that's 70% water, and the atmosphere is full of
That's
it.
just a poorly
Dude,
planned
War
invasion.
of the Worlds. That's the plot of War of the Worlds.
Well, they couldn't see the microbes. They didn't know viruses.
Yeah,
They didn't
viruses.
know
That's what
viruses
he just
were.
said water, but literally his microbes are like
I know, but still.
I was gonna
You
say
think about it and it fails. At that point, by the time it came to the village, everyone's like, all right, he's going to do his little Shyamalanian twist. And everyone hated that one.
But it's because it's
Yeah.
a thing. Once you have something named after
Once you have something, you have something. I'm going to say, I've never seen Lady in the Water. I
haven't seen
heard
it.
not terrible things. I mean, I know
what's
that
her
it
name?
was... I know that it was crapped on, but I've been told it's not bad. It's worth a view.
All right, we're gonna get a viewing here.
We'll have to get a viewing of Lady in the Water. At the end of the day, M. Night Shyamalan just kind of went up his own ass.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, have you seen The Devil?
The
He
Devil?
produced it.
Yeah, he produced it, yeah.
I think that's where you should start going. Getting these little directors producing them, showing like, this is what I learned, this is what you can do.
I think that would be a safer bet, plus that'll still make him money.
Yeah, he's already gonna make money.
He's making money, yeah. The Visit was made for $5 million. It's already made over $50 million.
That one's getting a sequel.
So it's going to get a sequel. I don't know what they're going to do with
Their
it.
uncles, they're like, go to your uncle's house now.
Yes. Let's go to your uncle's. Mom, do you want to check on that? No. Just go. You're fine.
They're always.
I'm going to go to a singles cruise. Like that's the whole concept.
Well, just
Is
you
that-
pretty well. Mom who just wants to go to singles cruise. I don't think cares about her kid.
Catherine Hahn, she plays the mom. I really like Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
She's a great actress.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, and she
Don't
pops up in
ruin
a
it.
lot of. She pops up in a lot of other comedic movies, but I really enjoy her. She's funny. She's the mom in the movie. She had a big falling out with her parents, and her kids who don't know their grandparents want to spend a
They
week
want to
with
know
them.
about.
They want to get to know them, yeah. She sends them on a trip, blindly just says, go ahead.
Is this a spoiler?
Who cares?
I think
People are going to see it, have already seen it. It's
That's
made,
true.
honestly, it's made all its money. It's been out
You're not gonna.
It's been out 2 or 3. It's been out 2 or 3 weeks. Everyone that's going to see that movie has seen it. That movie's going to make nothing the rest of its way. It'll be in the dollar theater in a couple weeks.
Or it becomes
But-
a cold hit.
It made plenty of money. We're going to get a sequel in a couple years. It won't be written by M. Night Shyamalan.
Producing it.
He'll produce it with Blumhouse. He doesn't do sequels.
Because originally he loves doing original ideas.
He likes doing one idea and that's it. Kind of like with Fincher. Everyone was asking if Fincher was going to do the rest of the Millennium Trilogy, but it almost seems like they're going to stop at Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Anyways, back to The Visit. Over to Grandma and Grandma's house they go. Grandma and Grandpa's house they go. So they go out into the middle of this wooded farmland and everything. And
Hey, they did steal it. He kind of did steal it. Kind of a plot line from Little Red Riding Hood.
it is.
Yeah, as soon as he said
it
that,
is,
like,
yeah. But they go out there and they're like, hey, Grandma, hey, Grandma. The young girl is an aspiring documentarian. And the brother is an aspiring online rap sensation.
So like me.
Fucking white people. God damn it. Like, the first 10 minutes of this movie is this little 8-year-old shithead rapping, spitting rhymes and everything. Get that.
We call it spit and fire. Let's wrap this.
So anyways, you ain't Eminem, bro. Quit it while you're ahead. The end credits are just him in a room with his sister's camera. And for the entire running credits, he's freestyling.
That's genius, though.
No, it's pathetic.
No,
And-
but
but
that's
the
exactly
little
what he was going for.
But the
You
little,
understand?
but no, the funny little thing is there's a little stinger right before the credits roll, and M. Night Shyamalan basically puts a note as, my brother-in-law said keep this part in. So even he has disdain for his audience. Grandma and Grandpa are like, okay, well, we're old people, we go to bed at 9:30, so you guys got to go to bed at 9:30. They go to bed at 9:30, and they start hearing all these noises, all these things. Come to find out, Grandma is crazy. When it gets late in the night, she starts running around the house and doing her thing. The Visit is a boring movie.
Oh, really?
It's boring, yes.
Or
No
boring.
suspense.
Would
There's
you
no
put it
suspense.
with Paranormal Activity?
Paranormal Activity has more suspenseful moments than The Visit,
Awesome. So,
which is a low Paranormal Activity in Omar's apartment. Obviously, we've gone over my low opinion of Paranormal Activity. That says a lot. It has more suspense than The Visit. The jump scares you see coming a mile away. There's a sequence in the movie about halfway through. The kids are all like, what does Grandma do at night? We gotta know. They hide her camera behind some of her little trinkets on the living room bookshelf. Grandma's running around, she's like running around.
This is just a whole concept's not scary, man.
No,
like
it's not.
Scared of your grandma.
But she
it's
runs.
like, is this an R.L. Stein
It's like
book?
being scared of
Yeah.
Santa. It's like,
It's an R.L. Stein movie, man. Speaking of which, Goosebumps comes out here soon.
yeah.
But no, she runs across and you're like, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. You're going through your beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! She jumps in front of the camera with that freaked out, glazed eyes. Son of a bitch.
She was smoking pot.
She's smoking so much weed.
That's
That's what they were doing.
Good
So
stuff. You just run
in
around the house.
California.
the grandfather was incontinent, so he was shitting his pants all the time. The grandmother was losing her shit in her head, not her pants.
Haha.
The kids, they come out safe. They're fine. It's just, I don't know, man. And then the last 20 minutes is your most excitement, but it becomes funnier than scary because the girl. This is what I love about these fucking found footage movies. Is like the girl's holding the camera. Put the camera down. You know, I understand what they're going for.
It's not realistic.
It's not realistic at all. And then they're establishing shots throughout the movie. It's like, this girl's not setting these up. These are multi-million-dollar,
This sounds
celebrated director establishing
This
shots.
sounds like jealousy over
These are a little bit. A 13-year-old girl is not getting this longing shot of the sun setting and shit, man. She's not capable of that. And if you watch the rest of the movie that she's filming, no, it's complete crap. But At one point, you got the grandma who's under the bed trying to nab her on top of the bed, and it's just like, it's a silly little game playing with your cat. It's like, stop it, stop it, you know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And then the grandfather smears his shit all over the boy's face, which is hilarious. Which Catherine Hahn saves her, and he's got shit all over her face. She's like, my babies! And she kisses him on the face. I'm like, ugh.
It's like Brian.
Tastes like Brian. Yeah, I'm gonna, an official rambling pass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ramble on to the next movie. The Visit is not worth a watch.
Rent, catch it showing on FX.
Yeah, because then at least you could do stuff in the background. If you want to do the dishes, you want to make a sandwich, or go to the bathroom, you have no problems because you're not missing anything. So if you do that, that's fine. Speaking of Native Americans,
Okay.
I don't know where that came from. It's just usually with stuff like that, people are in an Indian burial ground. People going crazy. There's other twists. Read my review about it. Big book blockbuster that everyone seems to like is the Maze Runner. Actually, nobody likes them. I don't think it's making a lot of money. They're just making them out of commitment because they have everybody signed on. With the Maze Runner, they were all filming the most recent one, not the Scorch Trials. I think it's the new one that they're making. They're all out in New Mexico, and a lot of the cast stole Pueblo artifacts. The reserve that they were allowed to film on, they were given permission. All the cast stole artifacts from the lands that they filmed on. They all came out on, different news networks and admitted, yeah, we did it. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Sorry. We're sorry.
Typical white privilege.
Typical white privilege, man. White privilege throughout the episode,
There's not
guys.
a single white person in that film. That's funny.
There's 3 of them. The rest of them are British, which is not white. Whatever. And now there's like a GoFundMe account, those little online signature things of apologize and return the artifacts.
Oh, they didn't return them? You just apologized?
They haven't returned them yet.
Oh, you serious? Sorry. Wow.
Oh, sorry, guys. But I'm going to keep this cool necklace.
Well, I mean,
This is badass.
historically, that's why they have done to the Native Americans.
That's right, guys. White privilege fights on. Sorry, Pueblos. New Mexico.
Would you stop saying white privilege? You're going to lose a bunch of...
That's the joke of the night, guys.
Well,
White
he won't
privilege.
lose any.
Oh, yeah, because he's white.
privilege.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's my privilege.
See, your privilege.
It's my privilege. I keep my viewers. Keep my listeners. Yeah, don't listen to me, guys. I'm just an asshole. Apparently they haven't returned their stuff yet, so we'll see how that goes. That's going to bring a lot of bad press, and honestly, that's going to lose a lot of money for the Maze Runner. I know they're trying to push it into a forkul, like they're doing with...
And they don't have a lot of money to begin with, because I don't think...
It's not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's not Hunger Games.
It's not the Avengers.
Not the... Well, I'm keeping it young adult
Oh,
books.
young adult.
Twilight, and Hunger
Twilight.
Games, and Harry Potter. Those movies received wicked acclaim.
I mean, I've watched The Hunger Games. I think it's a great movie.
It's a great series. I really enjoy that
It
series.
was way better than
Did
Twilight.
you say Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Never heard it.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, check it out. There are 7 books, 8 movies.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Hayes Brosnan.
I'd say read the books
I
first.
don't think it made any money.
But I think they're going to try and push 4 movies out of it. It's a trilogy. They're going to push 4 movies just because that's what they do. Even if there's not enough material,
Yeah,
they're
even
going to
if,
do
it's
it.
even if it's just one book, they'll push out 3 movies. Like in The Hobbit.
Like in The Hobbit. That movie shouldn't have been 2 movies, let
Should've
alone
been one.
3.
Wait, should have been one movie.
Should have been 1 movie, man.
Extended edition, I would.
1 4-hour movie of The Hobbit. Everyone would go see it anyway.
Yup.
Guillermo del Toro messed up on that one. Sorry, my man. I know you're from Mexico,
All right.
but I gotta call you.
Yeah, Guillermo. Hey, we're looking forward to Crimson Peak, though, bro.
I'm not.
Guillermo's not listening to this. Anyways.
I heard he's
He's
he
my
does.
cousin.
Yeah, what are you
He
talking
is.
about?
Oh, he does? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. He's one of the 26 people who've listened to this?
Yeah.
Number 26.
Oh, my
He's my
God.
cousin, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Does that mean Benicio is listening?
That's
He's my
ridiculous.
second cousin. I don't think he...
And the reason that I mentioned that is because with Benicio del Toro, I'm going to move into our second movie, I guess, technically.
Yeah,
because we
2
talked
hours
about-
in. Would you just hurry up and go?
I gotta pee.
Stop yelling. Second movie on discussion today is Sicario, starring Emily Blunt and Benicio del
You're
Toro.
gonna have to take the lead on this one. I'm gonna watch it today.
I'm going to take all of it on this one.
Yeah,
I know you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's-
I saw it last week. I really dug this movie, man.
Yeah.
It was...
I had a friend who watched it. Eric, you're listening, anybody?
Hey, buddy.
He said he felt super guilty when he watched it.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know why.
Well, because, I'll tell you why. Because I've lived it. And that's why I don't do drugs. Because every time I feel like I would be...
Oh, I mean, he doesn't do drugs. He just said that. He just said he was all like, I don't know. He said he felt bad. He guess he's something. He said he felt weird watching that movie. But he said it's a good movie.
It's a very good movie. The director, Dennis Villeneuve, who directed Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal, which is a very small Canadian independent film. It's where...
There you go, Independence.
It's on Amazon Prime. It was in theaters for like a week, one of those limited releases, and then it immediately went to Amazon Prime. I ended up watching it. Check that movie out.
Yeah.
It's really...
Did Kevin recommend?
It's a Kevin recommend. Enemy, starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
What year?
Came out 2013.
Oh, right?
So it's recent. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal plays two different characters. He starts seeing himself. They're like, hey, you look like this guy. You know, this actor. He works at some...
Yes, that's
he's
the
a teacher.
show. I know what you're talking about.
And so he starts going through these weird interactions with his girlfriend, with other Jake Gyllenhaal's wife. It's a really twisted, fun little movie. Definitely worth checking out. Dennis Villeneuve also directed Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman. That movie's fantastic. I really
Is he
dig
the one who's
that.
directing new Star Wars?
Villeneuve?
I heard the guy who did Prisoners. That's one, man.
No, it's...
No, I mean, he's
they-
in line to direct one of them. You know, they already hired a director.
I don't think so. Don't know if he is. Brian Johnson. And did they get Gareth Edwards to do one of the Star Wars?
Yes.
Well, they had Josh Trank lined up.
Yeah, no, they got Garrett. Yeah, Garrett.
Gareth Edwards. Okay. Who did Godzilla?
Yes.
Dennis Villeneuve, Taylor Sheridan, which if anyone watched Sons of Anarchy, he is Officer Hale from the first two seasons. He actually wrote them,
Yeah?
which is really cool, yeah. And then, of course, it's starring Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, and Benicio del Toro. Emily Blunt plays a rookie FBI agent. She's really good. She's really militant. She's helping out with the cause in Arizona, all of their cartel problems. And finally, they bring her in. They're like, hey, we need your help. We're trying to handle this cartel shit in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
She's brought in, and she has her own issues with what they're doing because Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro are consultants to the DOD.
Oh.
To stop these issues of the cocaine, weed, and everything coming over the border.
Yeah. Were you the one telling me that the trailer does a completely different story than the movie really is?
Yes, thank you. If you watch the Sicario trailer, it makes Emily Blunt look like her character from Edge of Tomorrow, where she's just like this sick badass. She's taking out cartel motherfuckers left and right. She's out of her element, and the whole time she's just like, you can't seriously be doing this. This is illegal. This is what you gotta do.
This is the drug war.
This is the drug war. This is Mexico, sweetheart. Roger Deakins, the legendary director of photography, helped film this movie. He filmed Prisoners and a lot of the early Coen Brothers movies. The moment that you see it, you're like, this is a Deakins movie.
Yeah.
And then in the end credits it
That's
said Roger Deakins. I was like, yep, I knew it. It's beautifully shot. The man has been nominated 12 times for an Academy Award. He'll be nominated for a 13th for this movie.
You believe so?
He still won't win.
Oh, he hasn't won one?
He's never won.
He's a Leo DiCaprio.
That's why I don't like those shows.
Those awards.
Yeah, I don't. But
He's won 3 American cinematographer.
those are the ones that really.
He wins it among his peers. That's what you want. You want the respect of your peers. And he has that. Obviously, if I can say Roger Deakins, and you know who I'm talking about, that says it all.
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
What's his name? Thanks, Marvin.
My bad.
I'm trying so hard here. The cinematographer for Gravity and Birdman, and he's going to do The Revenant. He's another Mexican
Hey, what
badass
is that supposed to
filmmaker.
mean?
He's from Mexico.
Okay.
That's what it means.
I got to shout out to my Mexican fellow countrymen, dude.
Emmanuel Lubezki.
Something Iñárritu with
Yeah, he worked with Iñárritu. He worked with Cuarón on Gravity. His name by now because of the films that he's worked on. There are certain DPs that you know. Dickens is one of them.
I know
He
that.
just. I mean, your dog likes Dickens. So with those looks, snip the dog already, man.
No,
Hey guys, hashtag snip the dog or keep the balls.
Yeah,
Hashtag keep the balls, guys.
We need to know.
The guys walking boldly.
It's for biology reasons. Would you guys snip your best friend? Think about it.
I would snip Marvin. He
But
needs
they're
to be
already
snipped.
snipped.
They're in somebody's
We're
drawer.
editing that out, by the way.
Me
No,
too.
we're not.
I'm keeping it
We need
in.
to snip Eric. That's what we need to snip.
We need to snip Ernie.
Who, Eric?
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, him too.
Bunch of strays everywhere.
That's why he feels guilty in
Don't worry, guys.
Mexico.
We'll eventually get Eric on this podcast.
Yeah, eventually. If he's not too busy,
And
we'll
that's
save
with
the
the K,
world.
not with the C.
That's with a K, guys. Eric with a K. I don't want to go too far into the plot details with Sicario.
Yeah.
I think it's
Another
really good.
Kevin recommended.
It's another Kevin recommend. I really, really dug it, man. Great performance by Emily Blunt. Benicio del Toro. Benicio never does bad.
No,
He's always good, man. I always enjoy Benicio.
Jennifer. I sometimes hate him. I'm
Really?
like, oh my
Name
god.
one movie you hate. From like truly hate. Like
Is it because of his character or just his
Yes.
performance?
His performance. Sometimes I think it's like a big old miss, but sometimes I watch it and I'm like, dang, this dude's
This one
badass.
was perfectly subtle,
That's what I heard.
where it fits what he's,
he do like a No Country of Old Men kind of thing.
not like Anton Chigurh. He does a lot of exposition. He doesn't go on like a 20-minute monologue. He gives you just enough to move the plot along.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I can say about this movie. It moved very well. We were talking about Black Mass last week. Marvin, you and I saw it together. I feel like it's one of those movies where, man, when is this movie going to end?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the bummer of that movie, is that you have a fascinating character, but just, okay, I get it. Let's get something to happen to move the story along. This movie does that perfectly, where it moves it along, it's very smooth, the editing keeps it flowing at a level that keeps you engaged and interested. I give credit for that as well. Villeneuve, he led a great cast and crew. He made a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get a lot of Oscar buzz. I think it's going to get buzz. I don't think it's going to get nominated.
So another Mexican director
Like I said,
is gonna
it'll-
win.
Dennis Villanueva, he's French Canadian.
Like I said, another Mexican.
Another
French Canadian, Mexican.
Mexican,
Close
same thing,
enough,
you know.
close enough.
He's Northern Mexican.
I was about to say, there's a border separating us.
But no, he oversaw a really good movie. Like I said, Dakins will probably get nominated again. He'll lose, but he'll get nominated.
I wish I could discuss inner workings of Sicario, but it's classified information, so I can't.
Isn't that the way you got to move to America because you read it every day?
It is. I can't discuss it.
They nailed the shock value with a shot in the movie, and everybody's seen it
Is
on
it
the
gruesome?
news. Just gruesome enough.
What if you're watching it and suddenly see Orange Squad walking around across the street?
Well, I can't discuss any details without the approval of the Secretary General.
The movie's already come out. You can disclose that you're in the movie.
No, that's not the movie. That we can't.
Oh,
Here's a
okay.
consultant.
Oh, sorry. Hey guys, he's a consultant. That bitch is dead.
She did.
That woman just got eaten by a thing on Jurassic World. All right, Omar.
Yep.
We're here, man.
Finally,
We're at it.
But we're going to have to end the podcast up till next
But yeah,
time.
guys, till next time, thank you so
Cliffhanger.
much for listening. We're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. We'll talk about The Martian next time. Let's talk about The Martian.
Let's discuss it.
Omar, I want to hear your opinions for You've seen it twice now.
I've seen it like 5 times now. I've seen it twice in the movie and like 3
We're not-
times online.
We're going to say you saw it twice. I'm going to edit out that you saw it illegally online.
I did not see it legally online.
He said he saw it online. He got the Academy Awards.
Oh, you get the
Nominated.
screeners?
Yeah.
I'm actually one of the yeah.
Oh, man. What the hell am I doing here? You could have been making movies for years. We got this guy, man.
I have all the hookups.
Son of a bitch. All right, so, Omar, you've seen The Martian several times now.
Several times.
Let's start with you. Let me get a good detailed thought on The Martian.
Alright, The Martian, great science. I love the science behind The Martian. They really got it right, except for a couple of details, but they're just minute details that they needed to get the plot moving along.
Well, what kind of minute details?
Well, for example, Mars doesn't have a big, thick atmosphere, so they couldn't have that big storm beginning.
I like to put a disclaimer. These are Omar's opinions.
These are verified facts by NASA.com.
Are you talking about Mexico's NASA? Or,
I'm
He's
talking
talking
about
about
Masa. I'm talking about Masa.
Masa. Masa.
See,
about Masa.
right?
No, there's no.
There's a South Park episode that
There's,
utilizes massa.
No, really?
There's no atmosphere. That's why the rovers have lasted so long, because there's not big storms that blow them away. The oxygen, no, not the oxygen, but the atmosphere pressure is just less than 1% than it is here on Earth. 100-mile winds in Mars feel like you're getting hit by a feather. Those are nearly grass types, so you wouldn't really have this big badass storm. They needed that to move the plot along.
Yeah, it's a
Otherwise,
movie.
otherwise, why would they get out of there in a hurry? And that's my only small quivering details. Well, that and the poop that he had. I don't think Kate Mara's poop would smell bad like he claims in the movie.
Like strawberries.
Like strawberries, it smells like strawberries.
And potpourri.
And also the microbes wouldn't survive because they were outside. So
No, vacuum sealed.
doesn't matter.
Vacuum.
It's minus 200
I've
and
eaten,
something temperature. out there in
space
Mars.
ice cream before.
Vacuum sealed.
The problem's the temperature. You know, the microbes would slowly die to the laws of thermodynamics.
You just keep on throwing that word around. I don't think you know what it means.
I don't.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
I don't think anybody knows what it means. So I think it's just a great plot, great adaptation from the book. Overall,
And you read the book?
I did read the book,
Yeah.
and I put it up there with Interstellar,
I hated Interstellar.
which I put it over there with 2001: Space Odyssey.
Not really. I think it's completely different film.
No, they're all different movies.
But no, I mean with an impact factor, I think it's just that good.
Well, yeah, 2001. Talking about science, he actually
Yeah.
tried a little bit for his time.
Yeah, exactly.
Good movie.
Marvin, yeah, let's.
It's another
what do you
a feel-good movie. Forrest Gump style.
It is.
If you haven't read the book and you did not know he was going to survive, not that he does survive, I'm not saying any spoilers.
Way to go, bro.
Edit that part out, sorry.
Hey, make sure you go beep.
I'm just saying, it was a cliffhanger all along. It was a great drama.
I liked the movie.
It was a good movie.
It was
I'm
a
like,
good.
go watch it in theaters.
It was a good movie.
Great visual effects, great cinematography.
The visual effects were good. The
Oh, but Ridley
cinematography
Scott, man,
was.
you ain't got no problem with
Yeah, Ridley Scott.
Yeah, so that's not the problem. I
Yeah,
had.
this is a return to form for Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's been down for a few years. He
What the hell is wrong with you?
he-
Prometheus was great.
Come on,
Oh, come
Prometheus
on,
was
man.
Oh,
good.
bro, get out of here. I love Prometheus.
You
dude.
can't say that this is a good movie and say Prometheus is a great movie.
Prometheus is a great movie. I just said it. I'll watch that movie over.
Prometheus is not a great.
It is a great movie.
Prometheus is 5 great short films that don't intertwine it that well.
Well, they intertwined the shit out of each other. 'Cause
Well,
that was a great
I
movie.
think it could have been
Differing opinions. It didn't capture the essence of what Ridley Scott can really do.
Exactly.
Like he has with Alien. They're setting up the connection between
Alien.
Alien and Prometheus.
Because we see that big guy in Alien, and I'm like, I've been wondering for years who the heck that is.
Yeah.
And then Prometheus came out, and it kind of didn't live up to the
It
expectations.
did.
I don't
It
think
told a story. What did you want to hear?
he told a story. There's no doubt he
Yeah.
told a story. Problem is that his writer was Damon Lindelof.
What's wrong with that? I love Diamond Women's Waltz.
He clearly does.
Say that name again.
Diamond Women's
The Roosevelt.
Waltz.
That guy is the reason that Lost
Got lost.
Got lost.
It was in the title, Kevin.
And then, yeah, it was. Yeah, well, he set up a lot of plot points that he didn't answer. And
No, but really, what did you not like about Prometheus?
What about Prometheus?
well, I've only
He said
seen it
5
once.
short films.
I've
See,
only
I have it on.
He even bought it.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be badass. But
I've only seen it once, but I think that you have sequences throughout the movie that are interesting. You have the search party, you have the traveling too, you have Michael Fassbender, as David
Sure.
was the best part.
Yeah.
And his
He
sequence,
knows how to do. No,
Peter O'Toole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not that, but just androids in general.
just
yeah,
yeah.
it looks like one. I think he might be one because he hasn't aged anything from the original Alien to
Who?
the android. What's his name?
Fassbender?
Fassbender.
No, he wasn't in the original.
Really?
Alien 2 or whatever he was. Alien Resurrection. That's the one.
He wasn't on
He
either.
hasn't been in
I know
any
you're
of
talking
the
about.
other
You're talking
movies.
about.
Yeah, the guy with the big mole.
Ian Holm?
No, you're talking about what's his name. That's not the guy.
Whatever.
In Aliens, yeah, he came on Resurrection. And all
Yeah, he
that.
came out in the Resurrection.
He was the android in that one. His name is.
His name is Hot.
Guy. Okay, with Prometheus, I went in, and sure, I might have gone in with high expectations
Of the Martian.
of The Martian in the same way that I went in with Prometheus. I go in with fairly high expectations, like, all right, here we go. Ridley Scott's doing sci-fi, you know it's going to be good. And then I leave, and I'm like, well, that was a movie. Felt me kind of, it left me flat. I knew immediately, that he was going to get arrested.
Yeah.
That was the bummer of it all. And in my review, that you can read at tworambleandmen.com, and this is the reason that I said it's like Castaway in space, because...
Oh, that's the time.
Oh,
Thank you for
hey everybody,
Two
thanks for,
Rambling.
that's the alarm, letting us know that we're done. Unfortunately, compare it to Gravity and Interstellar, but that's only because of the time frame that they came out. They've all come out in sequential years. In Gravity, you knew that Sandra Bullock was going to survive.
Right.
Spoiler alert, she survives.
I thought.
But at the same
No,
time,
man, she's dead.
she did.
She had
No, she did, and then she was reborn on planet Earth.
Lance Henriksen. That's what you think about. Mm-hmm.
With Gravity, you knew that she was going to survive, but with the way that Corran set it up, and he did his research too, with shit going through the atmosphere, it's going to come back in rotation. The way that it was
Gravity
coming,
was poorly made in scientific form.
I thought it was completely accurate.
No.
But I don't know science, so whatever.
Well, I've been to space.
See, that's
I
a-
can say right now that
That's the thing about orbits, man.
That's
Like
exactly how it happened.
I wouldn't be dressed.
like the International Space Station is not orbiting on the same level that the shuttles orbit.
But this was the future, bro.
Yeah, this is the future.
We don't even use the space shuttle anymore. How is that the future?
And
Space
that
shuttle
is
2.0.
called
Sorry.
different universe.
Yeah, different universe. Shut up, Omar.
Yes, Sandra Bullock was
God.
an astronaut, bro.
Astronauts, man. Astronauts.
Space.
But we're
Space.
talking about The Martian.
All right.
You know why I was like, this is a feel-good movie.
It's an
Like, I
ultimate feel-good
did
movie.
not feel bad for Matt Damon.
It was
like,
a crowd pleaser.
He was like, that's why when we went to go see it down the draft house, and they put a trailer
Special?
for Robinson Crusoe in space, and that's what it was. And not even Robin Crusoe, because I mean, he scienced the shit out of it.
He did science
But-
shit out of it.
All right.
That's
one part when he got out of the
Uh-huh.
shower and he was super skinny.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all
That's
right.
going to happen.
That's gonna happen.
I guess the point that they really should have capitalized on, which they didn't, was his loneliness. This man was alone
Exactly.
in space for like 3 years.
And also, I think they should have told 2 stories in one. Because they should have showed the astronauts who are flying to Earth and
Yeah.
shit,
And
show
their
how
feelings.
guilty they feel. And not
You didn't
just
get that
two-
at all.
Yeah, and not 2 scenes were like, oh, alright, we're gonna get him, we're gonna get him,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing,
They
just
should've
show
capitalized
just suffering.
Which the book really
and, like,
capitalized
and
on.
then having them like talking some stories, and then like they both breaking down because they know they can't do anything for
Yeah.
him.
I
And
can-
that would have been like, alright, we have to go.
I completely agree with that. Because the bureaucratic mumbo jumbo on Earth,
was not that important.
it wasn't that important, and it didn't affect me at all.
Actually, I had no problem with that.
Hey,
You keep that in.
It was well acted, but I think that
They should
you
have spent
want
more time.
they should have spent more time on the returning Hermes.
Yeah.
Because
And,
that's what you need. Like you said, that guilt, that, oh,
Yeah, that
shit,
emotional
man, we gotta
connection,
get
man.
back. We gotta say, no, I can't go back. That's where you get the back and forth between Earth and the Hermes, where, no, I can't go back. We're working on it. No, seriously, we have to go get our guy. He's alive. We gotta go get. And then it's just like, hey, buddy, how's it going?
Yeah, it's just like a chat.
It's just a chat, you know? So that's why, if there's an aspect of loneliness in the book, they don't even bother with it in the movie because he's chatting with them the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, he's instant messaging, emailing
He's checking
everybody.
Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, you know, he's updating
Literally,
his status.
he's-
Hashtag still
He's
alive.
that guy from NASA that, you know, you had that friend on Facebook like, fuck, would he stop posting stuff already? That's
Yeah.
what he was for an asshole. They keep on posting. They're all tired of him.
I know.
He's like
Shut up, bro. Okay, we know. We got you.
Yeah.
And that's where it kind of lost me, and I'm like, all right, he's going to be fine. And it was, 20 minutes into the movie, when he's left by himself. The most intense moment is when he pulls that metal shard out of his stomach. You're like, oh shit, dude, is he going to be all right? He staples himself up. All right, I'm good. They never considered, how someone would survive up here with this many rations. Good thing I'm a botanist. And right there, I'm like, he's fine.
No,
Like, I'm sorry, I lost it at that point.
No,
Because there was no tension from that moment on.
It was.
I think the tension came from
I don't
how
think
he was
so.
going to do it, man.
Yeah.
No,
See,
once he showed it, once he was going through the science, he scienced the shit out of it. Once he did all that, he laid down his lines, he started growing stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, he'll be fine. And then everything blew up, and I'm like, oh, shit, that sucks.
By the way,
That's all right.
if you haven't seen the movie,
I'm spoiling a lot. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's what I'm saying.
that shows up in the trailer. There's stuff that happens throughout the movie, and then, there's that moment where he comes out of the shower, and he's at that emaciated level, where I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but he's got, 100 days? And he said he's got enough food to last him for a while. He's fine. I really felt...
I eat better than when I in college.
He eats better than I do.
He does.
He's eating ramen right
I'm
now.
eating ramen right now. I only have
You're
10
eating
rations.
Dude, you're
Well,
eating
not
Korean ramen,
Yeah,
man.
not even potatoes, too.
I only have potatoes.
Yeah, you don't even know that
That's
luxury.
how he doesn't even eat.
Look at that guy.
Skinning bowls and balls.
Mostly balls.
Mostly balls, yeah. Hashtag snip them.
Hashtag keep the balls.
Keep the balls.
Hashtag let him decide.
Let him decide. It's your choice, buddy. Oh, that's a reference to last week. At the end of the day, though, Matt Damon was outstanding. Gotta give it up to
Matt
Marvin.
Damon really is.
He
Great
was-
acting on Matt Damon.
This is nothing new. I mean, he's a talented actor.
Talented.
Jessica Chastain also killed it in her acting.
Oh,
Yeah, well, you just like that scene when
I
she came out with a tight shirt and little shorts.
I think she did a great job,
she had nothing to do.
Well, and the little
and
things
that's
she
why
did
I was
do.
saying, like, with Sebastian
Sebastian Stan.
his name is Stan?
Sebastian Stan.
I thought it was Shaw or something. Well, that's where they...
No, that's Kevin Bacon's character from First Class.
Oh, is it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sebastian Stan
See,
is the
that's why
actor.
I'm complaining, because that would have been a perfect where they tell him, like, hey, he's alive, and everybody just turns around. Because remember, he was like, leave him, he's dead.
Yeah.
And everybody just look, not blaming him, but looking at him
It's
like,
like, dude.
you told us,
Yeah.
And then all between them flying, you know what I'm saying? So it would have been both.
Well, can you really blame them? I mean, assuming they knew his suit
No,
punctured.
yeah, I'm saying, but not even blaming him, just looking at him like, oh shit, dude.
You fucked up.
Yeah, and even Chastain be like, fuck, like she's taking the blame, but not really blaming, but showing, because you're stuck for
You
300.
didn't show.
You were stuck there for 500 days, I can't even stand Kevin, and I see him like half a day.
Imagine being stuck in this little room for 500 days.
Yeah.
I know. We can barely tolerate each other for a half hour.
For a whole podcast.
Yeah,
I need to
seriously.
go for y'all. I just want to let that out there right
I
now.
just want you out of my house, guys.
I want you to snip your dog's balls.
Hashtag keep the balls.
That would have been an interesting dynamic where you could see how talented a lot of these actors
Well,
are.
I mean,
Those
you guys,
were very
I feel like
talented
you guys are nitpicking little details. I feel like
Those aren't little
No,
details.
I just said it was a great movie.
I feel like the
think-
science behind it was great. The picture quality of how they showed Earth and Mars and how Mars was red.
Yeah, that's cool. Everyone said the same thing about Interstellar, where it was a
And-
beautifully shot film.
I hated Interstellar.
But the plot and everything struck.
Interstellar
Was a good movie. It was not the great movie everyone expected because of who was involved.
Interstellar's an okay movie, great. I was
Interstellar-
bored in that movie.
Interstellar's a great movie, man. You gotta understand.
Interstellar is a good movie.
How many times have you seen it?
I've seen it probably 20 times. I'm not even.
How many times have you seen it?
I've seen it twice.
I saw it once, I already know.
Yeah.
It was an okay movie.
It was Interstellar was a
Well,
good
we
movie.
did-
Interstellar.
guys.
All right, this is how bad, guys. Interstellar was. They did their work so hard with Kip from Caltech.
Kip Thorne.
Kip Thorne from Caltech, and they actually published 2 papers in the American Physical Journal regarding black hole science with their modeling dynamics of black hole space. That's how badass that movie.
Well, that's just how much research. That's how engrossed the Nolans get into their movies.
Which is great.
Where if they're doing a movie like that, they want to know everything they can about
And it's
it.
great because I can't tell you how many times I've seen a science movie and they're looking at a microscope and they're like, "Yep, that's the virus going into the cell," and that's like, you can't do that, guys.
No,
That's-
But the thing
I
is,
will-
these are movies.
They are.
These are not
It's not science
documentaries.
papers. Yeah, it's not
And that's why I think that's a waste of money. To me, to tell you the
It
truth.
doesn't take
I mean,
long.
Like,
it
you
made
know,
the
you
money
be
back.
like, can't be like, oh, the science is all wrong. Get up and just
Well,
walk
it
away.
just kills it when
Like,
the science is all
you
wrong.
know, Tyrannosaurus Rex, we all know.
Well, but see, that's my problem. When they're trying to pull out a realistic movie and then they show the science is all wrong. If it's the science, I'd be alright with the science being all wrong, like in Star Wars, where there's no sound in space. I don't care if you have ships shooting each other. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because it's Star Wars. I'm not expecting to see a realistic movie like Interstellar.
So you, as soon as they say is we use real science, you're like, I want real.
Exactly.
cash done.
Exactly. Like in the Martian, Mars and Earth orbit, they kind of mix together during Thanksgiving. That's why they had Thanksgiving potato. That's the kind of little details that make shape the movie.
Yeah, that's a fun little detail. Touch on Interstellar. Nolan was trying to make his own personal 2001. There's no qualms about it. Everyone's been comparing him to Kubrick for years now. He wanted to...
You've been comparing.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Why do you get mad? Just say yeah.
Go on the internet and you'll see a lot of people...
Nolan's a great director.
Yeah, go ahead.
Way better than
No, Nolan is a great director. Nolan is not a better director than Ridley Scott.
Oh, you take that back.
Yeah,
I
you
won't.
better take
We
that
had that
back.
argument already.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring it back up because I'm a huge Nolan fan. Marvin will tell you, I'm a huge Nolan fan.
Out of the 10 movies, out of the 12 movies he's made, how many
11.
are you like, they suck?
How many of his would I say suck?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say any of them suck.
exactly.
But
He's only
I would
eight.
say that...
We're not going to this again.
Well,
I mean,
wants to go down.
We're
Well,
not
no,
going
we're
to
gonna-
this again.
Well, let's go down for a minute here.
If you want to hear this again, go to the first podcast.
No, well, we discussed it.
No, we discussed it in your office. We didn't discuss it on the podcast.
I'm sick and tired of hearing
Oh,
this.
shut up. No, I think with Christopher Nolan, he succeeded up until
Okay,
Inception.
Let me rephrase it. How many great movies has he had that you're like, that's...
How many great movies does Nolan have? Memento, The Prestige, Inception, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and I would even say to a lesser extent, if you haven't seen it, Following. That's his very first feature-length movie. It's really good.
Now,
The Dark Knight Rises has elements, but yeah, it kind
it
of
wasn't
suffered.
as great as...
Interstellar, like I said, I think is good.
Compare
I
that...
would not say it's great.
not great. Compare that to the number of great movies that Ridley Scott
Let
has.
me
He has
list them real quick.
Alien,
Alright.
Blade Runner,
Alien. And Blade Runner.
Blade Runner,
Gladiator.
Legend, Gladiator. I love Legend. That's right. Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise, the director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven.
Have you seen White Squall?
Yeah, Kingdom of Heaven, I wouldn't say it's a great movie.
Matchstick Man.
Yeah, that was alright.
A good year.
Alright, now you're losing it.
Yeah, you got 5, buddy. You got 5.
Prometheus.
You take that. I'm gonna take one away from him now.
No, Ridley Scott, bro. Keep the boss.
Snip the balls. Anyways, back to The Martian. On a technical level, The Martian is a very good movie.
It's a great.
It's a very good movie on a technical sense. The cinematography is beautiful. It really, and like I wrote in my review, it makes you feel like
Feel-good
people
movie.
are on Mars.
Yeah, exactly.
The writing was suspect. Like you said, it's a lighthearted, feel-good movie. This is a general audience movie. Interstellar is not a general audience movie.
Yeah, it's a no
And
audience
I had to
movie. That
watch
movie
it like 10
sucked.
times to him.
Gravity and Interstellar are not good comparisons for The Martian. A good comparison to The Martian is Moon with Sam Rockwell.
Or Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway,
It is Castaway in Space.
it is. I prefer Castaway.
Ah.
That's
Yes,
my opinion.
Tommy Hanks.
Tommy Hanks, bro.
All right. So here's the thing.
Tommy
guys.
Hanks and Bobby
Here's
Zemeckis.
the thing. Let me hit you.
Wilson!
I'm
I'm
gonna hit you
sorry!
guys with some knowledge again. Right
There's,
now,
oh, by the way, there's no Wilson. That's what I want.
Oh, yes, there was.
I want. He had his little rover.
Yeah, that was his little
But he-
bullshit.
Where did you get that little rover from?
It's from the Pathfinder.
Yeah, it was from the Pathfinder.
little original.
First of all,
But he only acknowledged it once.
Yeah, he can barely get the Pathfinder working, but he gets his little rover looking brand new, working like a badass.
Well, there's nothing that can degrade it. Well, okay. Here's my. Okay.
There's your plot hole now.
Let me bring some qualms to
There's
it.
nothing that can
And where are the
elaborate.
aliens at?
So here's the thing. Mars.
Bro, where's Mars? Where's Marvin the Martian?
Mars has no atmosphere.
No, you should
Because I was
say that
telling
already.
you, it's only less than 1%.
Well, Matt Damon, let me tell you.
And because of that,
This is how you survive on Mars.
and because of that, there is also no magnetic field because it doesn't have any iron molten core. So he would have been long dead from cancer just from the UV rays and sunlight before they would have gotten. So it would have been pointless.
No, spacesuit, bro.
That
Space.
basic doesn't
And
protect you.
New technology, plastic, we haven't even created yet. Science.
Oh, so here's what I was going to say. NASA's creating the Ares 3 rocket right now, which
Yeah.
is supposed to carry
Which they
us-
stole technology from China. We saw the movie.
Yeah, we saw the movie, man.
What is that?
They're stealing shit from. We're stealing from China.
I thought it
We
was-
always are.
You know his cousin Tommy? You know what he's thinking? The best line of the whole... what's the actor's name again?
I forgot. Badass actor.
Badass actor.
Make it
Benedict
work.
Wong. Badass, man. He comes up so much. He comes out on Prometheus. You didn't even know he comes out on Prometheus.
Comes on
He's
Prometheus.
the pilot. He makes the bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a...
Yeah,
you
at
can't
this
even
point-
say- He comes on everything, but man,
He does.
he's...
Nah,
he's
he was
great.
he was a lot of fun in the movie.
Yeah, he was really fun.
All right, so great movies that come out in 2015. Where do you guys rank The Martian?
Nah, I would have to see the list, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just think about the great movies. Do you like Avengers or
No. Avengers doesn't even crack my top
Fantastic
10.
Four?
Fantastic Four's on my top 10.
Sicario.
Dude, a lot of the movies that you want to talk about, like Avengers, those aren't even in like top 20 for the year.
So which?
Inside Out is still my favorite movie of the year so far.
Okay.
Inside Out, Ex Machina is better than The Martian.
Oh, Ex Machina.
No, it came out this year. It came out in March.
Have you seen Ex Machina?
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Shut up, you Mexican bastard! Snip those balls!
I think Ex Machina was okay.
Ex Machina. Come on, man.
It's because I'm just used to the machinima, the engine. I think it's just a typical guy movie. You know, guy meets girl, girl uses guy, girl abandons guy to die.
Hey, spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry. Oh, everybody's seen it.
Spoiler.
Ex Machina, man.
Somebody got Ex Machina.
Everybody's been Ex Machina.
Omar's been Ex Machina.
He's been Ex Machina, bro.
And that's why...
Hashtag don't Ex Machina.
Don't Ex Machina.
Yeah.
And that's why he won't snip off the balls.
Exactly.
His balls have been snipped, so he's not even going to test
Is
it.
that why you stapled them? It's not like I've seen him, I'm just saying.
He's seen them. That'll make it weird.
Like Jurassic Park, that's not even in my top 10.
Oh, that was top 10, definitely.
What, Jurassic World?
Jurassic World is definitely my
Yeah,
top 10.
it's a top 10.
Man.
Not for the year. I think we're all
It's just
recognizing.
Well, The Martian is in top 10.
The
Do
Martian,
you agree, yes or no?
no.
Yeah, I would agree. Like number 10.
Yeah, 9 through 11.
But like I said, I don't remember the movies came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Mad Max. Okay.
That's
I know that's for
probably
sure.
number 1, yeah.
That's
That's
top 5.
Yeah.
That's top 5 for me.
What else?
Number 1.
There's 3 movies came around at the time. I was like, what? Like, what it was Mad Max? The movie that was
What is
in
this?
competition in Mad Max. What was it?
What was this, May?
Yeah, remember? Mad
Well,
Max.
the Avengers came out in May.
Yeah, but the Avengers suck.
Yeah, Avengers was not good.
Avengers was good.
No, it wasn't.
It's a superhero fan, man.
I'm a superhero fan too.
It's
But
the best superhero fan.
Marv and I saw that movie together, and we just no. There's a lot of good movies that are still to come out. The Revenant, Spectre,
Spectre.
Star Wars
I'm
stuff.
Well, I
that
mean,
come
but they
out.
haven't come out yet,
But
guys.
first
Come
of
on.
all, even those movies.
Yeah, you
Come
can't
on.
compare, man.
Yeah, we're
Big
talking about.
blockbusters.
Yeah, we're talking about.
We can't compare any movies. All of them are different.
That's
you know,
your job.
we can
Yeah,
barely.
that is your job.
That is our job to compare these movies, but at the same time,
Would it be
it's
in your
hard to
top
do.
10 or not? Yes or no?
The Martian?
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, it'd be like 9 or 10.
Okay. Marvin,
Right now.
right now.
Wait through the rest of the year.
No,
we get to December, I make my top 10. It might not be there.
What's going on this summer? 10 movies are gonna be.
Spectre.
Spectre, Star Wars.
Just right
There's
there.
one more.
Mockingjay. I mean, interesting.
There's one more that was gonna come out. Yeah, I was excited. I think it was
Oh, in December? Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited for Beast of No Nation with Idris Elba
Yeah, that's on there.
and Room with Brie Larson, Steve Jobs, obviously.
You know, what's a movie that's coming out?
I'm
this year?
excited.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a Peanuts movie.
Did you just see the Penis movie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, about your dog. Snip him, bro.
Keep it going.
Not Peanuts.
The
talking
Peanuts
about,
movie. Spot.
Nostalgia?
Was it Spotlight with Mark Ruffalo and Michael Keaton?
Yeah, sounds very good.
Trumbo with Bryan
Crimson
Cranston.
Peak, too.
Crimson Peak we've talked about a little bit. Legend with our boy Tom Hardy.
What about Everest? Have you
I
guys
thought
seen
Legend already
Everest?
came out. Here's mine. Didn't do that well.
No, it didn't, but I heard it's pretty good. Creed with Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Expectedly good movies are still to come out. The Revenant with
Oh
Amy
man,
Adams.
that one's sick.
The Hateful Eight.
Oh, Macbeth's coming out.
Yeah, you can go see that with Kevin.
Yeah, actually, I would like to see that. The Hateful Eight is still bound to come out. You still got
Yeah, it's
Tarantino
alright.
coming. Everyone gets excited about Tarantino. You got, apparently, my boy, David O. Russell with Joy. There are several movies that could still come out that could conceivably bounce The Martian out of my personal top 10. This is my personal top 10.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, Omar.
Pan's coming out. I will see that.
Yeah, let's go see Penn.
Let's review
Let's
Pan
see
next time.
Yeah, we'll review Penn.
Danish girl.
The Danish Girl, yeah. That's the thing. You were excited about The Avengers. Marvin and I saw it, and we left, and we're like, yeah, whatever. It was okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, I don't care so much for the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. I think it's kind of lost its
When I
luster
started
a little
making
bit.
money, that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're like, give us money.
Give us money.
So is money making not a good success benchmark anymore?
No, for certain movies, yes, but for a lot of these movies, Transformers makes $1 billion every movie. They're not good. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they make lots of money.
people love Transformers.
Avengers and Avengers 2 were the same movies, just with a few different characters. Made a lot of money. They're going to keep making them, obviously. I mean, of course they're going to keep making them. Marvel has, them listed out till 2022 or something? So they're going to keep making them. How much money you make is not a good benchmark for a lot of these blockbusters, these tentpoles, because they're going to make them anyway. Even if it makes just enough, they're still going to make them. It's the independent cinema that you want. So at the end of the day, though, guys, I think we're all giving The Martian a go. Some of us higher than others, but it is what it is.
Omar science the shit out of it.
Omar science the
That's
shit
my
out of The
phrase now,
Martian.
guys.
any way that he could defend The Martian and Interstellar in the same way, man. So yeah, guys, good episode. Hey, everybody, thank you.
Hopefully I don't get edited out of this episode.
It lasted
Because I know
longer
I
than the
talked like
Jurassic
3 hours
World
the last one. I only heard myself for 2
Oh, we
minutes.
started this. This podcast is going to go from what we recorded to about 30 minutes of just me talking to myself, as it always does. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. I look forward to future episodes, and also check out the website, 2ramblingmen.com. That's the number 2, ramblingmen.com. Also check us out on Facebook.
It might be up.
It might be up, maybe. I don't know. I leave that up to Marvin. Just get the damn thing up already. You can also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, 2 Rambling Men, with the @ symbol. Also remember, hashtag, are we keeping Orion's balls or not? Hashtag snip the balls, hashtag keep the balls.
Let him decide.
Hashtag let him decide. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you soon, and have a great week.
All right, guys. Well, that was the second episode of the Ramble On with your 2 Rambling Men. 3 this time. We did go a little longer this time. Got really deep into our discussion of The Martian. Gotta say, I really liked this episode. I enjoyed it. We don't all have the same opinions, and it was kind of comical to listen to Omar vehemently defend The Martian in the same way Marvin defending Prometheus. Didn't really think much of that movie, but, you know, it's my opinion. His is different. What are you going to do? Didn't mention Black Hawk Down when talking about Ridley Scott. We talked about Black Hawk Down in the first Ramble On, but didn't mention it with one of his great films, so taking a point away for Prometheus, I think we kind of gained one back with Black Hawk Down. I think Black Hawk Down is a fantastic war film, a fantastic film in general. A lot of great current talent. Poor Josh Hartnett, though. Hey, buddy, we miss you. Hashtag RIP Hartnett. He's still alive. But anyways, eventually we'll be able to have the website up. I blame the programmer for that, like I usually do. And I do it to his face, so don't think I'm going behind his back and doing it on the recording. You know, we should have the website up here soon. But hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the time being, and we'll get everything going. All right, guys, have a great week.